The Case of the Missing Rugrat is a very entertaining episode of Rugrats. It's the second segment of the 15th episode of the second season. I have no recollection of this episode from my childhood, and honestly, the only thing I feel is missing is more babies, because it's just Tommy. But other than that, it works quite well. Grandpa takes Tommy to the supermarket, and Grandpa sees this really nice looking car. So with the permission of somebody he thought was the car's owner, I feel like it was pretty obvious that that wasn't the case, but he got behind the wheel of the car with Tommy in the car, and then he went to fetch his cart. The true owner got in the car and drove away, without realising Tommy was there, and Grandpa Lou is in probably every parent's and grandparent's worst nightmare at that point, because how on earth is he supposed to find Tommy? Meanwhile, Tommy has been brought into this rather large house by this butler, and there are two sisters there, older women, who we can assume have never married or had children, but cats. They have a lot of cats, which I loved. A lot of cats, loved seeing those. And they decide to name Tommy Bostwick and dress him up in an adorable outfit and make him the heir of their fortune, or what is perhaps remaining of it. And the big question is, how is Grandpa going to find Tommy? It's a very well written narrative, it's very unpredictable, and it's quite funny. The bits with the parrot really amused me, and just how oblivious Tommy was to that. It's a very well animated episode. I think the design of the house works really well. You can tell it's quite a vast space, and that works because Tommy kind of runs off and they try and find him in the house, and there are places for him to hide. It's definitely a very well animated space. And the car as well. The car did look really nice. I don't care for cars, but I have to say I can understand why Grandpa was attracted to it. Also, the chimney sweep. Really? Was that the best decision? But I loved it. Grandpa looked brilliant and it made me laugh. I thought it was pretty decent. So I really liked this one. It was a very unpredictable narrative. Very, very well animated. Bostwick looked absolutely adorable with his little blue hat on, and Tommy the parrot was tremendous fun. No complaints at all. Sure, I don't remember it from my childhood. Maybe I hadn't seen it before, I'm not sure. But watching it now as an adult, I really appreciate the narrative. And the photos that Grandpa carried around with him, that's so sweet. Such a lovely episode. Also a lesson to not go in a car that isn't yours, even if you think you know the owner. And if you do go in, don't take your eye off of the baby. But really enjoyable episode, well animated, decent narrative, adorable Bostwick, definitely one I liked.